Perfect. Yes, we also have link on YouTube. So those of you who are for some reason not able to join the room, you would be able to have a look online on YouTube. Also, we established new YouTube channels for the Coinset, and we will talk today about the Coinset company. So you would be able to have a look again this webinar on the YouTube. Hello, 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 hello. I guess it's still an early morning because I can see that slowly people get connected. But we will start. It's good to be on time. So those who are managed to be here on time, thanks a lot of being here. And today we have very unusual webinar. It's going to be myself and Armand Morniaks, who will be a speaker for today's webinar. And we will keep focus on one company, which name is Coinset. But before going further, I would like to put some of the clarification, especially for those who've been in the company for a while, because we have received lots of questions from various chats about what happened with their old companies and what happened with their STO security token. And there are so many other questions which we're trying to explain one by one. But let's, before we go to the topic of this webinar, let me set the picture clear for everybody. Yes, we do have various companies in our ecosystem. We do have company Everreach, we have Academy of Private Investor. Those of you who have been in the company for a while, you're aware about the crypto unit program. We have a blockchain. Lots of people, including myself and Armin's, we are co-owners of their global portfolio. We are co-owners of the security token WCRU, as well as CRU, UNTB, and etc. And people usually ask what is happening with all these companies, why we keep changing, and why everything is every time is different. So first of all, there are lots of things has happened for the last 2 years, namely. It's all started with the pandemic. It's now actually more than 2 years ago, where some of the businesses which we had as a part of our portfolio unfortunately been put on pause. Then last year we had not a nice situation with Andrei Havratov. You have noticed that he is not longer participating in our webinar because he's still not able to connect and with the world. And we also lost communication with him. So there are lots of things which been connected all together. And myself, same like Armand, same like a majority of the leaders, well, we can do only what we can do. And being one of the biggest investor in our company, I have one of the largest portfolio. In fact, I put lots of my savings. I have all my family accounts set up. So I also waiting patiently what will happen with everything. And last year, approximately in April and May, myself and Armand, we took a lead and we took a huge responsibility for entire community of Everreach, and we have decided to have a look what we can do with the companies where we have influence on. And that's how idea being created is to establish a separate entity. And in this separate entity, we will have a certain companies which we will able to manage. And those of you who have participated on the webinars, which were in February, I have mentioned about our global portfolio and what companies are still active in the global portfolio and what companies are not active. So therefore, those which are active will be formed in a fintech portfolio. And those of you who are with us at the beginning in 2019 and 2020, when first was mentioned about NEEW, New Economic Evolution in the World, you probably recognize that we've been talking about 20 segments of the global portfolio, and one of the segment was actually fintech segment, where Andrei Havratov told us that it will be a separate portfolio for each segment in the future. And that's exactly what we are doing at the moment. We have a look at the entire portfolio. We recognize what can be done with what assets, and we separate it into the fintech portfolio, which give a birth from their global portfolio of the WCRU. So that's why you probably will see lots of webinars started from next week, when we're planning to explain a bit more detail what will be inside of the fintech portfolio, what companies will be there, how we will collaborate with the STO box, what will happen with the people who owns WCRU, how this will be affecting a new fintech token, what will be the conversion, or what will be the migration from one instrument to another instrument. So everything will be covered one by one, taken further. And yes, we took some time to recollect, to recognize, to put the strategies together. There are lots of travel was involved recently by Armand, when he traveled all over the world and was talking to the leaders, to the people. He will share his beautiful story with you, where he has been for the last 1 month. So lots of things has been done in the background, and we will provide you with all answers what will happen next. But the purpose of this webinar is to explain what is the Coinset and how this company was created, and most importantly, why, and what will be the benefit for our community, those who are with us for so many years. How can you take the benefit from Coinset? Or maybe you will not. And then at the end of the day, it always will be your decision. And for those who wanted to hear the answers, what will happen with the STO token, when we're going to be launching on the STBox platform, what will happen with the so many jurisdictions, we will invite you to the next webinar, which more likely will be happening next week, because we have some planned strategic session with STO Box this week. There are a few things which still needs to be polished. And then once we have all or majority of the questions answered, we will be hosting a separate webinar when we will address what will happen next with the STO topic. But first comes first, this webinar today, it's about launching Coinset. This is a new concept. It's a new company which we formed because we believe that being a co-owner, being a leader, and truly believe in new economic evolution of the world, I feel responsible to move forward. I don't want to step back. I don't want to freeze. I don't want to wait. I want to take what I have or what I can take and to move on. And this is very important because if you're not growing, you're dying. And I'm a big believer that if the bad situation happen in the world, in the life, well, you know, shit happens. But your character will be defined by what do you do when this shit happens? What do you do when bad time comes, and how you react, and who you become after this, black line has finished. So that's why I'm very proud that we stepped in. There are so many leaders who support us. There are so many countries who actually united the forces together with us, because we would never be able to do what we have done in such a short period of time. With everything what we have, we recognize what we can do. We recognize what we cannot do. But we emphasize on what will be the strategy from now on, and how this will be powerfully implemented to benefit entire society and community of the new economic evolution of the world, of the average. But now we are moving forward. Let's go to the next slide. So the concept of the Coinset, it's very simple. It's contain three main strategies, so three main pillars. We have a product hub, we have a knowledge hub, and we have a market hub. First, which will be open in very, very, very soon, and today we'll announce the date. It's a market hub. So the market hub, idea of the market hub is very simple. There is going to be a platform where we would be able to launch different projects related to the investment. Whatever it will be project like FNT or Solby, whatever this will be like a new Australian project, but we would be able to alter and add new products to the new products to this platform, which will be united under one tree, and that's why we call it MLCI ecosystem. Remember, those who are old members, we always been told that idea of the new economic evolution of the world is to have your network, have the one tree under each project, where you as the leader, you don't need to move from one company to another company to third company. The companies will be coming to you. And whatever the business you built for the last 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, or 9 years of the companies, you always will be able to benefit from the entire organization. And that's how we are built the MLCI ecosystem in Coinset, where your organization will be united through every single projects we have. So that's how you will be able to create multiple income sources. But about this, we have a separate slide. So the Market Hub will be direct investment into innovative projects. And of course, we're going to have our marketing plan. We decided to come back to the marketing plan we had before. And though, again, those who are old members, you understand what I'm talking about. Those who are very new, for you probably it doesn't matter, but I can reassure you that this marketing plan will be taking the best out of it, because we sustain the same concept where you would be able to earn unlimited through the entire structure. You would be able to build as many lines and horizontal or vertical, and having status of the president will allow you to have 40% from the deep of the organization. So therefore, a Market Hub is actually the first which we started with, because we believe that we already have lots of very interesting projects, and we would like to move on with them like in the faster phase, where everything will be much more simple, much more easier. And especially the new members, they can easily click on a product, they can choose what they like, they can buy, and that will be as simple as. Second pillar is the Knowledge Hub. So the Knowledge Hub, it's almost like having own Get course. Please put plus whoever use Get course. It's a beautiful platform. There are so many organizations in the world, they use the Get course to publish their online courses, and it's very easy, very accessible. But it's quite costly if you have so many courses in your organization. So therefore, a Knowledge Hub is the entirely a new system which able to put any courses on it, which will have the different rating system for the courses, which will have different opportunities to release certificate for each course. We're able to translate the course in multiple languages. So this is like almost another business, another entity, another back office, which will be solely responsible for the online education. And today, education is everything. If you are not moving forward and updating your knowledge with education, you will realize that you are stuck with old mindset. I think today, education gets so popular, and one of the latest conferences I have attended, online conference by Tony Robbins, they have predicted that education market will be hitting, trillions, first time in history. It's never been such a high demand for online education, and with the right quality, with the right product, we can really make a big difference and start educating people. Especially in the education will be on the topic of blockchain, on the topic of cryptocurrency in general, how to invest, investment mindset, some spiritual. There are going to be lots of content driven by how you can become a stronger person, how you can set your own goals and follow them. So the Knowledge Hub, it's another business alone which will be able to provide with very powerful education system, alternative education system, which will equip people with the knowledge which they can use practically here and now. And last but not the least is Product Hub. So the Product Hub will be another business, another back office, which will contain their opportunity to list the physical products. So if the Market Hub will be more investment related, crypto tokens, so the Product Hub as opposite will be tangible products, which could be delivered all over the world, or maybe the product will be country specific. There are various opportunities to launch so many products in our ecosystem. And I know there's so many leaders in Vietnam, for example, who offered already many years ago, introduced some of the health related product to our ecosystem. And before it was not possible, but at the moment with the development of the product hub, this could be exactly the platform which can launch and which can list these products, which will be physical, which could be health related products, or it could be pretty much any product which people felt demand for. And so these three components, these three pillars together, we call it MLCI ecosystem of the Coinset, because they all will be united on the same network, the same organization, and people depend on the strategy, depend on what is the reason why they joined the company. They will be able to migrate from one platform to another platform and choose the products which suitable to them. Some of the people might like physical and tangible products. Some people or countries might prefer crypto, and some might admire education. Like myself, I will be the first person who will go through online courses, because I'm a big believer into the knowledge, into the education. And there are so many proof that whatever we launch with the quality, when people are getting this aha moments and they can provenly use it in the real market, this, I guess, the big advantage of their system which we have. And don't forget, all these three, they are connected. So if you are looking for create the additional income stream, or if you're looking to create the business, you can migrate easily from one platform to another platform and choose what is suitable for you. And I believe in the future, we also will be having a different councils, different top leadership councils, depends on the ecosystem they choose to work with. Let's go to the next slide. Now let's have a look a bit more detail about this three letters, which we also seen on the first slide, which are a DAO system, DAO plus MLM on smart contracts. This is the dream for all leaders, to have the business which is fair, to have payouts constantly, and also be able to see transparent what happened in the company. And I believe the safety and security plays now a very crucial role, and that's why like blockchain being created, and that's why there are many companies who are moving forward to provide additional security for its holders, and especially what is happening in today's world. We come to understand that company can easily get shut down, money can be misused, management can be not having enough education or not having enough experience, and all this could be threats for people, threats for the leaders. So therefore, creation of the system which will be both safe and secure is the main driver for their Coinset moving forward to the DAO on an MLM on the smart contracts, where idea is to have everything transparent and open for everybody. So no matter if you are one day in a company, or if you're a leader with a massive structure, you will be able to trace down every single transaction and movement of your network. So this is something which we are putting forward for our leaders to also assess and to have a look. But idea is to provide the safety and security that everybody can feel like they can trust this company, they can trust the concept, and nobody will ever take the business away from them. Let's go to the next slide. So why there are so many projects like in general in the market, but they're not growing as fast as they could have been compared to what happened in 2017, when so many crypto projects are being successful in short period of time. Now when it comes to the regulations, now the banking system also place like much more difficult rules. They're almost impossible to open bank account for the crypto company. There are lots of regulations coming from SEC and from FINMA, from other regulators in the world. In general, there are some countries who are still having lack of knowledge and lack of regulations which able to products to be launched successfully. So therefore, taking into consideration all these factors, we understand that we are moving to much more strict and much more regulated world. There are lots of projects from now on. They will be either STO projects, or the projects will be based on DAO systems where people are making decisions and people are responsible, that nobody can point on somebody and say he is the one who makes decision. Everybody will be decision makers. And yes, it could be good things, but it also could be bad things if people are not responsible. But this is how we see the world will be moving forward. There are lots of projects here today in a gray area. They would need to choose where they will go. Either they will be strictly regulated, or they will create some of the infrastructure which will allow to differentiate and separate responsibility among the old members. And this is very similar when we have cooperatives. In Australia, for example, in the United States, it's called trust. In Russia, they cooperatives. When people are united under one company, and every single person depends on a number of shares, a number of votes, a number of the tokens they have a certain decision-making power, but everything is decided collectively. And these structures, they always been working very well. And today there are many companies start opening trusts in United States. There are a few partners which we are working with on fintech projects. They are having a few trusts in the United States, and they work in completely freely with the entire world. So therefore, there's so many instruments or will be available in the future, and some of them available already today, when we can protect our business. And we will look at each project being introduced to our company, how this should be packaged in a correct way. And some products could be related to only specific countries. Some projects could be not for entire world. Some projects could be only local, and some projects will be global. I guess it depends on the project structure and also what market it should be introduced. But the DAO, this is definitely the area where we see the biggest potential. And moving forward, we will concentrate on our STO token, which again will be explained next week webinar. And also network and MLM part will be slowly moving to the DAO together with investment and market hub with investment products. And let's go to the next slide. I pretty much have explained what are the benefits of the DAO, but one more time, just to summarize. So the DAO are able to provide with the decentralization and lack of regulatory control, which means that any people from any country can particularly participate in the projects. The quality of the voting power among participants, every vote counts. We do use already voting system in our companies. But this is usually done by the Google Drive, and there are some people who complain that's how we can see that votes are correct. We would like to see this the proper voting system, which I believe the DAO will be able to provide with. Also, the lack of management, no one can anchor or deny decision or override them. This is very important because in classic organizations, you always have somebody who can say, I decided so. With the DAO, this will not be possible because the decisions will be made collectively. There are also no official financial department. All transactions go through the smart contracts. And again, this means security, and they will not be possible misuse some funds or misappropriate allocate. And for me, as a person who been working quite closely with the corporate for the last 5 years, I can see there are lots of things which could have been done a bit different, but because we need to follow the certain organizational structure, there always somebody who can make decision on behalf of the leaders, let's say. And even today, withdrawals, unfortunately, we are not in a situation to allow people to withdraw immediately. We have a certain timetable or time schedule for withdrawals, which again, not very nice, especially if you're building the business, you would like to receive commission and you would like to withdraw it immediately. So that's why having a transaction backed up through the smart contracts will allow people who specifically build the network to have instant withdrawals. equal distribution on the profit among participants according to the number of voting tokens, transparency on smart contract processes, project financing transparency. It's a very big thing. There are so many projects which has been collected on the back office for the last, I would say 2 years specifically. There are so many countries who suggested to move to the specific project funding, and some projects are just awesome. So therefore, having this opportunity to talk to each of the member of our community will allow us to really differentiate what will be the next projects, what will be the next unicorn, what will be the next projects which we collectively will decide to support. And again, the beautiful example of the work which Aidan and Ian put together on Australia projects. They've been pushing this project so hard, and they've been, market these projects and helping to create the win-win strategy. And I believe that we will very soon to launch this product in our Coinset back office, where people from Australia and from the entire world will be able to benefit. And of course, the last but not the least, the commitment for all participate for the financial success of the DAO market is the profitable organization. When we act as the co-owners, when we act as the people who are responsible for what we create, then we have a completely different attitude to that business or to the instrument or whatever it is. So that's why I'm a strong believer that if you give everybody opportunity to feel this, that yes, I'm part of the something big, I'm part of the biggest organization, but every single voice, includes my voice, has been heard, has been recognized and been listened, we're going to create completely different community. It's going to be a powerful community of entrepreneurs, not the people who want to buy cheap and sell for more. This never been a concept. From the day one, when Andre has introduced new economical evolution of the world, he always promoted the idea of the long-lasting investment, that we create their personal portfolio, something which can be passed to further generations, something which people can feel proud of. And it's never been make the money fast here and now. The networking part is your income stream here and now. But the investment part, this is where we always educate people to create the portfolio which can give you the passive income stream, which will be able to cover your expenses, namely the dividends. And that's how when all the participants can decide what project to invest, can decide what project they would like to promote, and can decide what projects they will be taking responsibility for, we're going to have completely different society of people who are aware and people who are proud that they are co-owners, not people who complain, when I can get the exit. And this how I feel. Again, I've been in the company for a long time enough, and I see very different approaches to what we do. There are some people who are very proud. There are people who create lots of fuss and complain. And both of them right, because one people come from long-lasting goals and they come because they understand the mission, and some people came because they've been told that you can buy cheap and sell for more, and that's how our network is divided into two. But I believe that's creating now different systems which can provide both short-term benefits and the long-term benefits. This is where we will create win-win for both parties. Let's go to the next slide. So the Market Hub, which is already created, will be launched 21st of April, 10 o'clock Central European time, which is 11 o'clock Moscow time, which is 12 o'clock Dubai time. So the Market Hub will be open for everybody. So make sure that whatever the balances you have on Coinset with your old back office, especially onto the main account, you use these funds to either purchase something. In the future, if there are some balances will be left, we will have a look, and one by one we will migrate those balances to the new platform. But majority of the people, if you do have your money onto the main account, please make sure that you spend them before the migration, which means that we have today 18, 19, 20, we have 3 days, And on 21st of April, we will launch the Coinset Market Hub, and every single product from now on will be on a new platform. The old back offices will be there just for sake of having access to the old statistic, having access to the old products which you might purchase there, and for historical data. But from 21st of April, our sales and everything, our product launches will be happen on the Market Hub, and the next platform, which also will be following Market Hub, is Educational Hub, which I also will talk about a bit later. Let's go to the next slide. So the Market Hub will allow you to invest into new brands and technologies, they attract new partners and earn instant withdrawal bonuses. The Market Hub will be an ideal place for leaders, for those who would like to build the network, because your network will be actually concentrated on the Market Hub. Your ranks, your statuses, your bonuses, your withdrawals, promotions, everything will be on Market Hub. And you would be able to also take in participation into the future tokens, which will be also launched on the Market Hub, which will be voting tokens. It will be specific projects which we are now packaging together with the Coinset team, with the IT team. We will release some of the instruments which able to people to have already early votings before we even move to DAO. So the Market Hub will be able to attract investment to any projects. You can decide if you want to work with one specific project or to promote them all. Also, the Market Hub will have lots of analytics and news. We will connect the Market Hub with the different platforms, and people would be able to see the news in the market, general news in our companies, and everything what is happening with your structure, with your network, with your growing, and with your earning. So this would be concentrated in the Market Hub, and your path to success from the agent to the president also will be wrapped in the Market Hub under instruments. When people can look at the little videos, they can educate themselves how to grow within the marketing plan, and they will be able to move on forward with the Market Hub instruments. Answering now the question on the chat, will the bonus money remain? Yes, the bonus money will remain. IT will take 2 or 3 days for money migration from the old back office to the Market Hub. So the 21st, we're going to do the launch. And then after 21st, we will freeze for 3 days any money movements within the accounts. And within these 3 days, or up to 3 days, all your bonuses will be migrated from old back office to the new Market Hub. And in the Market Hub, you would be able to make at the moment withdrawals will be, I believe, 1 in 48 hours. But then we also will move forward to have the instant withdrawals. So, that is the part of the moving forward with the DAO. But even without DAO, we were able to create some of them tools which able to withdraw immediately. And this also will be done in the Market Hub. Let's go to the next slide. So the DAO Market Hub will be will be launched a bit later. Because again, there are still lots of discussions happening around DAO structure, and in general, there are company STO Box, they helping us to put some of the ideas how this could be implemented, because the DAO could be very simple if we have only 50 people in a company, but when we have a few 100,000 or even millions people, then it is a bit more complicated than it sounds. So at the moment, the first step will be to migrate to the new platform, to launch the Market Hub, to launch the instruments, to make much more easier and accessible for the business leaders to get back the marketing plan, which we all loved and which we used to know a few years ago. And the step number 2 in the future, when our network and the concept will be done and polished, then only we will be able to look at the strategies to move forward to the DAO Market Hub. Let's go to the next slide. Number 2, Product Hub. So the product hub will be coming a bit later. As I mentioned, so this will be a promotion of the innovative products and earning from the affiliate program. In the product hub, we will have exactly the same marketing plan. So marketing plan will stay the same. We will not change the marketing plan. So once person close the rank in one back office or one product, the same rank will be across all products which we have. So the product hub, we are planning to launch a bit later. And by the end of the presentation, you also will see some of the roadmap. Let's go to the next slide. So the product hub will be opportunity to register yourself, invite your friend, choose the favorite product and recommend it. There are going to be materials for the different brand and general different products which will be launched on the product hub. They are all separate companies. So there are only a few products which will be run and managed by us. There are majority of the products will be third-party products. And you probably have remember also the new economic evolution of the world concept, where people are co-owners and they are clients and they build the business across all segments. So therefore, Product Hub will be the answer for those products which come into us, where the product need to have the audience, product needs to have exposure. So we will be able to list the product on our platform and people would be able to become a client of the product. If the product has co-ownership opportunity, this also would be offered. If not, then the product will be based on the person being a client and also promote the business. Business promotion will be across all the projects in both in Market Hub and the Product Hub. And also opportunity to attract new business, new partners, work with the B2B and B2C also will be available on both platforms. And let's go to the next slide. And number 3, the Knowledge Hub. The Knowledge Hub will be launching sooner than Product Hub. So the strategy was first to launch a Market Hub because we already have some products which we're able to promote and to use. A second step is the Knowledge Hub, which also it's almost ready. You will see the date by the end of the presentation when we will launch the Knowledge Hub. And number 3 is the Product Hub, which will be also launched a bit later. So the Knowledge Hub will be for online education. So any education from blockchain to how to become a better parent, probably everything will be there, depends on demand, and also our network, our people would be able to choose and decide what projects to launch. We want to make this platform available for people all over the world. The education will never have any limits on the countries. The only limits it could have is language, because some education will be for specific language. But again, I believe that anything could be promoted on a Knowledge Hub, because the knowledge has no limits. And in one country, it could be one topic related on their even security of the assets, and another country could be exactly the same topic but presented in a different manner. And yes, potato gun is a beautiful example. Any courses can be launched on the Knowledge Hub, and these courses also will be across the network. And this is the beauty, because we all the leaders and people today, we all taken part in so many courses. Can you please put plus if you participated in any online course for the last, let's say, 3 months, at least some online course? I think there are today in the world in such a change in place that if you not follow the updated knowledge, then you feel like you're missing out something. There are so many things are moving forward with such a beautiful, great speed. So the knowledge is today something people feel thirsty about. So that's why the Knowledge Hub will be the place for people when you not just increase your knowledge, but it will be a platform which also will be able to promote through the MLCI, through the network. So imagine you're attending the Tony Robbins course, online course. You can be there as a client, you can purchase the course, but you would not be able to earn the money if you are promoting this course, or if you call in your friends and say, you know what, I just attend this course, it changed my life, I wanted you to attend as well. It will be only a recommendation. Unless you are a brand ambassador, you will never earn by recommending the course. But here we want to create the space where if you feel like you receive some knowledge which is needed, which is practical, which you can implement and take advantage of, if you would like to recommend, you always get paid for this recommendation, and you can build your entire business. If you look at the Robert Kiyosaki, like he built his own empire on only like two instruments. It was the educational courses, and then he created the game. So these were two instruments. When he teach people how he invested into the real estate, only two instruments. And he built a, like empire. There's so many millions of people who took advantage of the Robert Kiyosaki courses, books, online recordings. And this was only the knowledge-based products he has. So the Knowledge Hub, if you forget everything what I mentioned so far and you only concentrate on Knowledge Hub, this will be the standalone business which people can not just take advantage of and increase the knowledge yourself to become more professional, become more practical, but you can also build your personal business by promoting any courses we have on our platform. Let's go to the next slide. And this is something, I guess now, what I mentioned put together, that's you would be able to explore the education from the hottest topics in nowadays. You can choose and pick the courses which suitable to you and to increase your efficiency and productivity. You can turn your knowledge into the practice. Some of the courses will be fully certified. Some of the courses will be certified only internally. There are lots of development has been done, and Arman will share this story in Dubai. Those of you who have participated in Eventi, you know that we have signed agreements with one of the biggest and recognizable educational institution who can provide MBA official certificates for those who want to learn about the blockchain, for those who wanted to learn about DAO, actually, in fact. And these are certificates recognized by the government in Europe, and people can find their create and fund the businesses based on the knowledge they receive. So we're going to have a courses both professional with the recognizable certificates, and we also will have a courses which are non-professional and the certificates will be provided internally. And we're also going to move forward to the concept that if you have the certain education courses completed, you will have additional bonuses from your investment instrument. Same like Academy of Private Investor course. When you have completed the courses of Academy of Private Investor level 1, level 2, and level 3 as a part of the course, it's been stated that people with those certificates will receive additional percentage on the future payable future dividends from the WCRU token. So very similar concept is here, that we want to motivate people to take the knowledge. We want to create, yes, a reward program. Thanks, Chris. Reward program for the online education to inspire and to help people to move forward with education, because education is the key. If you don't have the education, unfortunately, you will keep losing the money if you don't know where to invest. If you don't have the right education, understanding what you get yourself into, you always will be the person who would who will be blame somebody else. So the people who today blame somebody who introduced them somewhere and they lost their money, unfortunately, they need to blame themselves first, because it's our responsibility to learn about the projects, to do due diligence, to understand the risk, understand or do the SWOT analysis. What are the strengths, weaknesses? What are the threats and opportunities? And it's us who decide whatever we want to be involved and why. So if something goes right, we're all happy and we're thankful to each other. But when something goes wrong, people tend to blame somebody. But when you blame somebody, you one finger showing on somebody, but three fingers showing on you. One clever person shared this with me. And I think this is the truth. So if you don't want to be a victim, if you don't want to be a person who blame government, who blame crypto enthusiasts for the Bitcoin jumping, if you don't want to blame a leader who introduced you opportunity and this opportunity turns out to be not what you expected, then please take time and learn before you take in any steps in general in life and in business, and specifically into the investment. So the knowledge hub will be specifically for this created, so you can back up your choices with the education, and this will be very powerful. Let's go to the next slide. So very briefly, how now this will work. 3 concepts: market hub, product hub, and knowledge hub. So the market hub, let's say you have an idea or you have a business, and you believe that this business will hugely benefit to the community of the Coinset or the community of the NEEW, and you want to launch this product in our ecosystem. So you will apply for through the application form, and entire network will be able to vote to see if this project is interested or if this project is not interested. At the moment, we have voting power in Top Leadership Council, and people who are from Top Leadership Council, please put number 1 if you have voted for some recent projects. So it's not just me who talking out of blue. So the people who are also new here can see the proof that whatever the projects we are bringing to the people before we launch, we usually go through the Top Leadership Council and we ask people about their opinion. Like, what do you think? Do you think the network will benefit? Do you think that this product should be launched? Do you think this project should be introduced? So if yes, then the projects will be getting through the voting, then it will be getting to the platform, and the people who actually support this project, depend on the country where these projects will be launched, would be able to either fund the project if it's based on the investment, or they will be able to use and access the project if this project is, let's say, an educational course. So the benefits we'll have is, first of all, investing into the promising projects at the early stage. So we're going to have increased the value and shape for each project. Example is F&T. So this project at the moment is only been launched to our community. Same with the Solby. We have exclusive rights to promote. So the first people who get connection to the Solby and who able to purchase the instrument with a lesser than market price is our community. So also opportunity to always build the business around. So the income and referral program will be for each product we will launch. Dividend income or additional income if the product has any passive income streams, this also will be introduced, and the ability to sell or exchange if the product has equity, or if it's STO token or it's utility token, depends on the projects. The people would be able to exit, depends on their roadmap for the products which has been introduced. So this is how the product from the idea to the implementation will migrate in our ecosystem. So from idea to the voting, from the voting to the back office, from the back office to the business, to the funding. And if the project has a specific requirement by country, then it also will be specified. Let's go to the next slide. So the product hub will work a very similar manner like a market hub. So the product will be introduced to the community. It will be placed on the product hub. It will be very similar to Amazon, but it will be based on the referral and based on your marketing on the tree, which will be connecting the product and the marketing. So that's why we call it a product hub, because it will be always linked with the MLCI concept as well. And of course, each product will also be interested to cooperate with us, because for each product, like its ability to increase the clientele, because each person who is buying the product, they become a client, and by being a client, we also are helping the product to go globally and virally. The good example will be Eversend. So if the Eversend launched only locally, then people who, let's say, only go to the shop, if the Eversend was the physical product which based in shop, only those people who go in the shop they can buy, and it will be years taken until the project will be going to the global market. But in our case, because we have a global community, when we launch the product, we are launching its online shop, and people become client of the product globally. So that's why this is very fast moving strategy for the product, specifically for those who alter to be a global products. So therefore, Product Hub together with the Market Hub, they will work together in one tandem where Product Hub will be responsible for the product launching itself with the physical product, and Market Hub for the investment slash business opportunities will be there to drive in the product forward. Let's go to the next slide. And the last but not the least, education. So it's not the product, it's Education Hub. So how this will work, again, the product will be introduced, which is the educational program. It will be placed on the Knowledge Hub. It could be recommended and attracted by different parties. You can build a business, as already mentioned, based on the specific product you choose. We're going to have lots of rewards and recognition in Knowledge Hub among the students, among the teachers, among the creators of the different content. And this product of the Knowledge Hub also will be linked with the network and with the Market Hub, because these three pillars, they all are connected, and we call it MLCI ecosystem. So the benefits will be the scaling the audience from the brand recognition for the rapid promotion of the knowledge into the world globally, and this will increase the company revenue, the income stream creation for the educational based products, and of course the influence on the growth of the project's capitalization itself. If you are a creator, then you have opportunity to scale your business massively. If you're the student, you have opportunity to choose what knowledge suits you the best, and you would be able to promote a specific product or to promote entire ecosystem of the Coinset. Let's go to the next slide. And now I would like to pass the word to my friend, to the business partner, to person who has been so busy for the last last year, specifically traveling the world for the last 6 months, visited so many countries, helping people and answering all these questions. He been in a different shoes, in positions. When he talked to the government, then he talked to the people from our network, then he created the beautiful partnerships. And, I don't know from where he got so many inspiration and energy, but this person is definitely a driver for the Coinset and for our community. And I'm very proud to work with him and to rebuild the new concept. Armand, floor is yours.
Thank you, Mila. So, guys, do you hear me? If you hear me very well, please press 10. If not, then okay, good. First of all, let's all send some love hearts to Mila Sergikova, because did you notice that she get new hairstyle? Have you noticed that? We have different Mila. Mila, can you please come back just to show your smile? Thank you so much. I really appreciate
Thank
Mila
you.
for it. And taking further, everyone, from the scale of 1 to 10, please put 10 if you understood what actually what Mila presented, and 1 if you completely doesn't have a clue like what it is. All right, I would like to a little bit put from my vision and perspective, like how I see this. We are not creating anything new. If you remember that Andrei Khavratov, and he will be always the person who inspired us, who showed us vision, who showed us the mission in order for us to have some meaning in our lives. Because a lot of people that I met in the past months, they are all very surprised and excited in the same time about the size of the mission that we are, like cultivating. And this is one of the reasons why we are doing all this. And Andrei Khavratov, he said that the 3 pillars in our business, it needs to be, first, education. Today, you probably noticed that a lot of people are really denying the power of education. But one way or another, every day you learn something new. And I will prove you. How many of you know about recent Bitcoin and crypto market growth? Press plus if you are among those people. How many of you know that banks were collapsing? Press 1 if you are among those people. So in order for you to know that, you need to read, correct? You need to feed your brain with the information, with the knowledge. And I recently Googling and I was searching what is the industry. And in 2018, industry, just the online education industry was over $100 billion. But it's growing until the 2025, the online courses and different ways to get the knowledge exactly that you want to get, it will increase by 100%. It will be around $200 billion. And we always had knowledge as a base. So that's why if we are, let's say, talking about our knowledge hub, the knowledge hub needs to be there for one reason, is that if we build our basic intellect, right, and that intellect is actually creating the foundation, then from there we will be easily able to know exactly what we want to do using different products. For example, very soon you will see that our Australian leaders, partners who understand the concept, who already educated themselves, they are bringing product into our platform. And that was from the beginning must have. Andrei started entire business, and now I would like to keep like that you pay attention. When Andrei Khavratov was starting the business of multi-level crowd investing, it was done only with the one purpose, is to help raise funds, in return getting the pre-IPO shares in order for the product or project to succeed. And as a result, all of us will get our benefit. Is it correct? Press plus if you agree and minus if you disagree. This is the concept from the day one. And after that, we see that the project already is working and growing and expanding and getting the new collaborations. So it's a no point just all the time focus on the one product or project or opportunity. So you are raising the baby gets 18 years old, and then you say, okay, so now you're on your own. Go and rent your own flat and become a mature, become a responsible for the things that you do. Yes, not in all the projects that Andrei was participating, they succeeded by many reasons, right? And one of the reasons I already answered is that, like, guys, since 2019, there was let's say, a lot of things externally happening towards the company, but only because we had the basic knowledge, which allowed us to realize what is happening, where we are heading, what is going on, what is the mission, who is behind us, who is with us. So we were able to get and list the new products. Do you understand what I mean? So that's why these 3 pillars, it always been there. We are not creating the new vehicle, it's already working. But what we did, we realized the goal or the main goal is a security token. And now the steps down, what we need to have in order to get to that place, to get to that happy moment when we will all have security token. And of course, you need to work out, you need to prepare the things that needs to be built in order to get where you're going. And that's why the product was different, attracted, because we needed them. Investment again, that is our, I would say, secret sauce, because we are giving the chance for people to get on the board before it goes in the mainstream. And right now, I would like to give example based on this with Solby. A lot of people still doesn't understand why Solby. We knew that there needs to be something in order for us to go and pass KYC much more quicker. And here is some example. So today we have around like 500,000 people on our blockchain who have a positive balances on the blockchain. So now in order for them to migrate, all right, to the new platform, which is on the Starbucks, there needs to be KYC procedure passed. So if we are using the today's KYC, then there is a person who needs to click all the time the button, check the passport and all the stuff. And then we calculate that if you will take 10 people, all right, who will be working, and they will be doing about 200, 250, 300 KYCs a day, only with existing data, it will take 5-6 years that the last person will pass KYC. And that's where we are sitting down with it. Like this is not logical. Nobody will wait 5 years, right? So what we can do, and then Starbucks came with a solution as a soulbound. And the soulbound is that you do the one-time verification, you are getting in the system, boom. Now you are sorting out the things that needs to be done in order to achieve the global idea. And that is a security token. Guys, are you following me? Out of, let's say, from 1 to 10, 10 completely understand, 1 not really. Because I'm explaining this to you based on the facts that you can trace back. And what we did, we knew that this stage needs to be passed, which called KYC. And then when we spoke with the Starbucks founders, we realized that they are creating that and they will be selling. And we said, can you please allow our network to be not only the holders of that, not only the buyers, but also to be promoters? And that's where, again, MLCI fits in. So I hope now you are getting the understanding why we have such a product in our network. Because all that relates to the knowledge when you understand. The next is a product hub, when you will be able to put any products, and the investment in order for you to be the first. And of course, the security token will be on the Starbucks. Technically, it's already done. So now we are just waiting for some documents. I hope that now all that market hub, product hub, and knowledge hub is clear. And then also you see that there is a little writing bonuses. So that means me and Mila and entire top leaders group today, we are working with the only one idea. If you want us to collaborate with you, then we need to get win-win strategy. What it means? It means if you are coming with the network, then we are happy to give you this because we are exchanging the, let's say, value, right? We're exchanging the assets. If you are not coming with that, then we want to acquire for our community, let's say, stake in your company. So which will be all the time coming under our security token. Okay. And every time when you promote it, every time when you share it, every time when someone is joining, so you are entitled to get your bonuses. Hope it's clear. Next slide, please. What we need to do in order to make it happen, like in order to understand that, okay, now I understand the concept. Now I understand why there's a Solvi, why there's a Starbucks, because all that leads to the main goal. And that main goal is a STO, right? So now what we can do, what Mila said from the beginning, yes, we could say, hey guys, this is Andre. He was there. He was having some plans. We don't know what to do, and let's just leave. No, we said, all right, we have knowledge, what we can do with the resources that we have. And we just stepped in. We stepped in. Now we are there. We are creating everything that being promised by our CEO, Andre Havrat. And he will be always one of the best mentors, because he gave me vision. He gave me mission, and I was able to, let's say, sparkle, and a lot of people, they join because they know that the most important in the life is to have the purpose. Because if you don't have a purpose, none of the money will make you happy. Of course, there will be all the time some problems, some bumps on the road. There will be some issues that you have to deal with. But that only makes you stronger, not weaker. All right. So now, getting to the setting the goals and achieving them. So we are every time when me, Mila, Top Leader Council, when we are dealing with some partners, we are all the time working on this. We are setting the goals, and no matter what, it needs to be achieved. Yes, external, let's say, situations can affect the time frame. It can like push us out. It can kick us out, but we will always come back because we know why we are doing it. And we know that when we will make it, Andre will be the most happiest person because he will see that his mission is still alive. His vision is still alive. It still has, you know, that heartbeat that there are like maybe little teams left, but these guys are doing something really valuable. And I will share with you that let's say what I was able to achieve when I was in Hong Kong, and also when we went to Vietnam. By the way, can you please press 1 if you already participated on a post promotion when leaders came back from Vietnam? Okay, so I see that India and maybe in other rooms as well. Okay, so now getting to the, let's say, not conclusion, but wrapping this up. Imagine that you have one structure, and that structure is driven by products or by opportunities that you are interested in. Every time when there are more products will be listed. For example, if we are talking about this product hub, right? If we are talking about the product hub, today, one of the products that we have, it's Evosend, right? Plus, we had a meeting with Ramon, and he said that there are more products coming to the market. So where we will list it, it needs to be on the product hub. So now, if I want to just give the link and promote the product, I'm just going to the one platform, right? But every time when that product will be promoted, referred, so the MLCI, which will be later on the smart contract, everyone will be receiving little commission, okay? And I'm not saying that we are trying to overtake Amazon. Nobody will be able to overtake Amazon because Amazon is already in every person's house. But definitely we will be able to create something similar with some market that will be, let's say, providing some activity in order for us to evaluate it at quite good price, okay? Because I don't know many businesses which are using the product hub and other people are listing those products on this hub from the, let's say, from the network. Because let me ask this, Press Plus, if you do some product yourself, if you created like some DIY, so you are making your own, maybe, I don't know, some ties or necklaces or some stuff. Laura is doing, right? Chris. So if you create these products, imagine that you have automatically the place where you can list it, and some people will be promoting, and you don't have to pay money for advertisement. You don't have to pay money for marketing. It's already there. The people are already there, and all of them, they are happy to buy maybe 1, 2, 3 products. So obviously you will get your additional income. More sales will be generated, more value will be created, more bonuses will be given, right? Yes, it's like a marketplace, absolutely correct. But it will be marketplace for products, marketplace for businesses, and marketplace for education. And like Mila said, yes, we signed contract, and now I'm back in Dubai and I have to get in contact with the people. So imagine accessing the product which will be allowing you to pass the course. When you pass the course and you get certificate, you will be able to come and get the job in Dubai, because it's all related to Web 3.0, metaverse, NFT. So all that is related, and there is already job waiting for you. And maybe some people here in this room or who will be watching online, they don't need that. But imagine you are sharing this information and someone is saying, hey, you know what? I have someone who is really looking for a job in, I don't know, let's say Dubai Metaverse, new concept. And then you're saying, all right, if you pass this training course, then you get the certificate and you will be hired by them. So this kind of products we will be adding to the our knowledge. And again, more volume it builds, more commissions it will generate. And that is like a bonus that everyone can use equally. Is it clear? Yes, Harish, it's a backward integration. Absolutely correct. We can promote online events. We can promote a lot of stuff. But the question is, what will be the collaboration? And that is the reason why we are, let's say, going for the DAO, where all of the people will be able to vote and bring also the product, bring the offers, bring the opportunities. Because at the end of the day, guys, all what we are doing, it's not just for ourselves. This is ours. Even today, you will see on the 21st, you will see the new platform. This is our platform. It's not Mila's, and it's not like some companies. This is ours. And the result that we want, it only depends on how actively we will be promoting. Next slide, please. So this you can take a screenshot. It's like a crowd. You can create your own product. If you don't do that, no problem. Then you can promote someone else's product. But you can search for ideas the way that our, let's say, Australian team did. You can create product the way that NDE did, and very soon you will see also as one of the products which will be accessible on our product, on our knowledge hub. which will be brought by Italian partners. So there is many people who are working in order to make this platform fill it with very unique products that all of us, we will be able not just to consume, but also sell. And every time when we sell, when we refer, when we do the marketing, that's where we are earning our commission based on the MLCI concept. Is it clear? Hello? If you have any questions related to that, so you have a Q&A button, please put your questions there, right? Next slide, please. What it will give us, right? It will give us the opportunity to scale our personal portfolio. Now, I would like to share, let's say, some pre-agreement that we have. I will not going to tell all the details, but in order for you to, let's say, get the picture together. In Vietnam, we had a meeting with one person who was watching our entire event for 3 days. After 2 days, so he came, he approached me and he said, hey, listen, I would like to collaborate with you. And I said, yes, but there is a one terms and condition, and that terms and condition is that in order for us to consider collaboration, you need to give shares of your company under our security token. This is a must-have. Why? Because it's not coming to my pocket. It's not coming under my name or Andrei's name or any other person's name. It goes under the community, because now the community needs to benefit. And every time when they are coming and they are putting the shares of their company under our security token, it means that all of us benefit, because now security token is getting in a higher demand. Before we had one product or one project or one company shares. So now there's another company which is adding the shares because they want collaboration. So when we get this, automatically it's a X2 of the value. So then more than that, he already has over 2 million people in his business with the potential to expand it to the 20 million. So, and what we decide that he will bring all that database under him, because anyway, he is already registered with us. So what it actually means, guys, it means that our 1.7 million becomes 4 million, but not in the way that Andre was planning to do it, that everyone will do 5 rendezvous a day. It only possible because there is some leaders who never ever stop. And what they're doing, they're bringing now the people with the resources, the people with the businesses, and they see where we are going. They see that we are not giving up. They see that we are like focusing. We have a laser focus to our main idea mission, which is a security token, global wealth that will be under this security token, and every person will be the shareholder. This is our mission. And every time when we are cultivating that, when we are talking about that, when we are standing on that, when we are not giving up, we are just facing all the shit that is, wall throwing to us. But we are saying, we don't care, because we know that we have a laser focus and we will make it. And people see that confidence and they are coming and say, listen, I would like to work with you. I would like to collaborate with you. And this is not just one example. This is one example that we get from Vietnam. There is another. I will share later on sometimes in my social media that we had the meeting with Dr. Tran Quy, who is, let's say, like his background is that massive that he is advisor for the Prime Minister of Vietnam. And today he is also like controlling crypto, let's say, blockchain association in Vietnam. blockchain association, and they're saying, let's work together, let's collaborate. We are happy to give you this. So what we need in return is this. And we are all the time working on that in order to expand our business. And of course, the results are not rapid because of the 3, 4, 5, even if 10 people are working, it's not enough. You understand? Like it takes time. But you will see the results are there. And again, we didn't promoted our marketplace, like Coinset marketplace, before it's done. We are sharing only when it's done, and you will see 21st all will be there. The old marketing plan without this client who Andre put let's say as a bad experience for all of us, right? So that this client, which must have purchased for 50 units, and then everyone ranks were falling down. So now it will be completely different. That client will not going to be there. The new not the new marketing, let's say the old marketing plan will be on the Coinset marketplace. So that is where we are going. And we are first making things. Then when it's done, we are talking. Then we are sharing. And yesterday we did all the checkups. We checked that everything is working. More than 2 weeks, the IT were checking all the bugs and glitches. So now we are ready to stop. There will be like a 2 days that they need. And it's very important to explain everyone that for 2 days, there will not going to be access to the old back office. The only reason is we need to pause and get all the details and put all of them into the new platform, right? So this is what Andre was willing to do, and he was talking about that, and we never stopped. We always kept our work in a progress. But yes, we didn't share a lot of things that are, let's say, happening behind the scenes, okay? So getting back, choose the project that fit to your needs. Now I would like to make example of Australian team, right? They came and they said, look, in Australia, there is no volume. Why? Because people doesn't want to, let's say, send money abroad. Said, no problem, guys, find what you think will be suitable for Australia. And they did. They found the project, they negotiated, they get the benefits for our community. And now they are saying, guys, even if entire world will not going to be interested to buy or invest or acquire some shares of this company, no problem, we will do that in Australia alone. But all that will be anyway benefiting us because we as a, let's say, main portfolio, we will be expanding. Is it clear? Do you get the point that anyway, whatever it's like whatever we've been doing, whatever will be done, it will be always benefiting only our global portfolio, and that global portfolio will be increasing demand for our security token. Thank you so much. Expand and explore. Using the knowledge and different, let's say, indicators that you can develop, you can look or search or negotiate, and then we will create all that under the one code, and that will be our business. That will be something that we are all, we will be able to scale it X100 together, right? Next slide. Now I would like to talk a little bit about the roadmap. So you see that brainstorming and pre-stage, it was done January this year. So the January, we were sitting down and said, okay, now Starbucks is working on our security token. Valuation company is working on our valuation. IT is working on let's say, on this product, like what else we can do. And then, all right, so we will get to these 3 pillars. And today, not today, but on 8th of April, together with Starbucks and Ross in Vietnam, we launch it. So it's already been, let's say, working as a test. Now, on the 21st, the launch of Market Hub and Knowledge Hub will be done. Please share this information. This needs to be passed to everyone, because from the 21st, there will not going to be any activity in all back offices. So we will be going to our new marketplace. All right. Then June, according to the roadmap, again, the roadmap involves teams, people, funds. According to the roadmap, we are planning to launch Product Hub. Then, after 2 months, MLM on the smart contracts, and that is what Andrei Khavratov was sharing from the day one when he was sharing his bad experience about other MLM companies, where like today you have network, tomorrow you don't have it, right? So that will be on the smart contracts, and nobody will be able to restrict, like Mila already mentioned, withdrawals. There will not going to be able to restrict your network, so it will be yours. And the reason why we do that, because guys, we are the ones who build it. We are the ones who are, let's say, who facing this responsibility, right? Do you understand what I'm talking about, guys? Harish, Neil, Marcel, do you understand? We are the ones who were going to the people, and we were sharing and saying, hey guys, this is what we do. This is the company that I'm really happy to represent. This is something that we all together been building, and now we will not allow anyone to take control. And I am right now talking as a leader of my own network, of my own first line. Those are the people who I brought, and I would like make them secure, that they know that there will not going to be any obstacle that will be taking something from them away. All right. So that's why, yes, there was some bad decisions made. Yes, there was. Can we change it? Yes, we can. Are we doing that? Yes, we do that. Okay. Then October, we are launching DAO Market Hub. So today it's all been done mostly, as Mila mentioned, top leaders are making decisions, because again, the entire concept of the new economic evolution of the world is that all of us, we are proposing and promoting, bringing from scratch to life the projects or products that will be benefiting entire community. And this is what we are doing. You can see, and launching of the DAO market will be, let's say, at the moment, as we see it, it will be something similar that Andrei Khavratov was planning. And if you remember, he was saying that there will be a voting on the blockchain, where 70% of the people need to vote, even for what will be the percentage of the dividends that we would like to receive. Like, we are not creating anything new. It's already all been announced. We are just putting that on the rails. And the plan for the 2024, okay, what it is, April, May, in June 2024, we are planning to have 1 million active users in this ecosystem. And one more time, if this will not going to be our existing partners, we don't care. We always love to see them coming back. But if they decide to leave, no problem. We will find other partners who will be really happy to work with us to bring their community in order for us to get and achieve these numbers. It's not just a talking, it's a walking the walk. And since the day one, we always focusing on a mission, on vision of the 15% of the population who will be educated, who will be having rights to invest and expand their portfolio based on the projects that they like and they're happy to participate. And the third is that all of them will be able to make their living based on multi-level crowd investing. And as I already texted in the comments, if someone doesn't like multi-level crowd investing, it's their problem. I know one thing for sure, that when I'm talking, when I was talking and representing 1.7 million, huge community in Hong Kong on the one of the multinational stages, among with the people from Dubai, former Prime Minister of Sweden. Like when I was representing, I was saying, guys, I'm representing huge community of 1.7 million people. And our business concept is multi-level crowd investing. And all of them said, like, what it is. And when I explained them in the details, that all of the people who are raising the funds, they are actually getting possibility to make their earnings and earn today and create something big. They were saying, oh my God, this is a brilliant, like what is lacking? And I said, the only thing that today is lacking is someone big, shark who is coming and saying, I love the idea, I would like to be with you, because all that will bring all the people who are today having some doubts, that will bring the confidence. And this is where we are going. And one day we will achieve it, and you will see that. Like nothing that we do is meaningless. Everything has a meaning, and every action that we put in towards the goal, it's all just because of all of us. And the plan for 2030 is 500 million people. How we will do that? If we will do all together, perfect. We will all get benefit. If you will say, Armand, I would like to watch how you're doing this, no problem. In Vietnam, we had about 300 people, and all of these 300 people, we had a meditation. We were seeing how you say, making the statements that how we will achieve it. There was, let's say, unity. There was a team building, and I said, like, if we were able to build entire community with everything that we have today, with the running businesses. Global Unit Pay is already on the market. The Global Unit Pay is already having external customers that are using our product. They already scaling the business. It's already regulated by financial authorities. Like if we are able to do one business, we are able to do 10 businesses. The question is, what will be the time frame? We can do that within a year. If we do all together, then we can achieve it within 12 months. If not, if only 10% will be left, no problem. We can do in 2-5 years. But the most important, we will make it happen. And this 500 million people, you will see that maybe even we will not achieve this 500 million, but we will achieve 50 million. And that will be 50 times more than we have today. All right? Next slide, please. The reason why I'm sharing all this with you guys, don't lose your time. If you feel that this resonates to you, if you feel that, okay, this is something that I see that the guys are not just talking the talk, but they are walking the walk. If you feel it, then welcome on the board. Now, I would like to answer a question. Can you share terms and conditions to participate? The terms and conditions to participate in what? Can you please write it down? And now on let's say, on the scale of 1 to 10, please share in the chat, are you more willing to participate and be part of that than 10? If you are feeling that, good luck, guys, I will be praying for you, I will be wishing all the best, then 1, right? But if you resonate, then I will see you on the next webinar that me and Mila is right now preparing, which will be, let's say, putting together everything about steps towards the security token on DS dashboard. What will be the first step, second step, third step, and so on. And next slide. Thank you so much, everyone, for participating. I hope you get valuable information. Pass this recording to all of your downlines in order for them to know that this company is still standing. Mila, do you want to say something at the end? Probably she already left. Then that's it. If you have any questions, so in the question tab, I'm answering.
I'm here. Sorry, I lost some connection on my phone. I was talking and then recognized that I didn't turn it on. Yes, thanks a lot, Armand, and thank everybody who attend this today webinar. I hope now everything is a bit more clear what we do and what will be the plans. So this week we have a hot date. Please put 21st. We move to their Coinset. This is definitely exciting, and I hope that everybody who listened today, you guys now understood where we are moving forward. And for the next week, we will provide you with some data information when it will be the webinar, and then on that webinar we will explain a bit more detail, as Armand already stated, about fintech portfolio and everything related to the old business. Let's go this way. But yeah, thanks a lot. I appreciate. And Armand, a huge thank you for your energy, for your work, for your recent travel. A huge well done to the Vietnamese team who organized massive event last week. It was really exciting, and the feedback I'm hearing is overwhelming. So I'm really proud of everybody who's standing. We're still standing, that you're supporting us, and I'm sure we have a grateful things moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you, and bye-bye.